Are the Cavs regretting trading Kyrie?
Way too early to say that because Isaiah Thomas hasn't yet been on the floor. Look, what Kyrie is proving right now is not only that he could put up big numbers. I said many times last season that if Kyrie had the usage rate of a Westbrook or a Harden, he'd put up numbers like that. And everyone would think he's better than he actually is. But the question was, could he put up numbers like that for a winning team? And the answer this year is yes. Not only is he putting up Westbrook-looking numbers, but he's doing it for a winner. They're winning because of his play. And that's something he has yet to show until this season as a professional. Also, the way he's doing it is eye-popping. So as many idiotic comments as he makes about the world being flat, I mean, truly idiotic to try to defend that position. But the position he's manning as point guard for the Boston Celtics, he is doing an outstanding job. And right now is looking like the winner and LeBron the loser in that situation. But that's only because Isaiah Thomas hasn't been on the floor. Isaiah Thomas is the Kyrie approximation. I'm not saying he's as good as Kyrie, but the Kyrie approximation on offense. And the Cavs don't have that. And if you take away that second ball handler who can get to the paint, make decisions, finish, hit shots from the outside, the Cavs are simply not the Cavs. I mean, they're not. Look, we've seen Isaiah put up those numbers with the Celtics last year, similar huge numbers for a team that won more than any other team in the Atlantic Conference. So Kyrie is filling that role. What we have not seen is Isaiah try to fill Kyrie's role with the Cavs. If and when he comes back and he can't do it, then they will have regretted the trade, but not until then.
Are you modifying your position on Kyrie Irving based on the things that you've said about him before? I understand that you just explained that you talked about how he couldn't win before, but you also questioned whether he could win now and how unappreciative he was about being LeBron James' teammate. Are you modifying your position at all, or are you sticking with that notion?
I'm not modifying it in the least. I am saying he's proving he can win as the best player on his team. That's something he hadn't yet proven. Not modifying my position.
But didn't you say that you questioned whether or not he could win?
Yes, there was a question. There was a question. That doesn't mean I said he couldn't.
Has it been answered?
So far, but with LeBron, the issue was winning championships. I do not think Kyrie will take the Celtics past the Cavs in the playoffs.
Well, here's my thing. Let me answer the question directly. The Cavaliers don't need to regret it because, again, Isaiah Thomas is not on the floor as of yet. This team is going to be a different team once Isaiah is on the floor because Isaiah can hit perimeter shots. Isaiah can create his own shots. And even though, like you said, he's not the equal of Kyrie Irving, he's formidable even in and of himself. Isaiah Thomas is big time. We all have profound respect for the game that this brother brings to the game. Having said all of that, let me tell you what Kyrie performing like he has been performing means. The Cleveland Cavaliers had better come out of the East. There will be no greater indictment against this would be, do you understand that if the Cleveland Cavaliers were to lose this year, particularly to Boston and Kyrie Irving, do y'all understand that this would be bigger than LeBron and Miami losing to Dallas in the finals? It would be bigger than that because we saw an all-world dude in Dirk Nowitzki come out and do what he did. And obviously, they were just with Tyson Chandler and the rest of the crew, they played together and Dirk Nowitzki was that star. And they hadn't learned to play together as of yet. Remember that Kyrie Irving left because Kyrie Irving no longer wanted to be LeBron James' teammate. Remember that. Remember that Kyrie Irving lost Gordon Hayward game 1 of this season. And after losing a second game, losing the opener to Cleveland, then losing the next night, they've won 9 straight with Kyrie putting on shows and putting the world on notice that this brother is something special. And so when you combine that with the fact that LeBron James departed from Miami to go to Cleveland, in part because he knew Kyrie was there. He wasn't coming to an empty bin. The brother knew where he was going because Kyrie was there. And you remember that Kyrie is the one that closed in Game 7 when they won a title a couple of years back. If Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics end up advancing deeper into the playoffs than the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I do not believe will happen, by the way. I do not believe that because I believe Isaiah Thomas is going to make that kind of a difference to help out LeBron. But if LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers don't end up coming out of the East, if they lose to Boston, do you have any idea how bad? That will be the worst. It will be the worst blemish on the career of LeBron.
You're looking at it all wrong.
How am I? Go ahead. How am I looking at it all wrong?
Because you're suggesting that the pressure is on LeBron exclusively. There's tremendous upside for Kyrie, but there's also tremendous pressure. Consider, Stephen A., that while, yes, he lost Gordon Hayward, who wasn't on the team last year anyway, and they had to trade Avery Bradley to make cap space, the ascension of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the development of those players and their additions to the roster, essentially, the better and better version of Brown and the addition of Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford's been playing very well. They have a crew. Let's say the crew is similar to the crew they had last year, but the difference is, on the one hand, you had Isaiah Thomas, and now you have Kyrie. If Kyrie can get over the Cavs, not only has he proven something about being second banana to LeBron, in other words, maybe he should have been first banana. That's what that statement will have, the statement he will have made.
Hold on.
But it also shows you the premium you get in Kyrie over Isaiah Thomas. Now, I don't think he's going to do it, but if he were to do it, there is so much upside for Kyrie. But if he doesn't, then he left the championship caliber situation to go to a team that lost to that team he was on simply to get away from LeBron. It looks terrible. Huge thing for Kyrie here.